Hey everybody, Renegade 67 and/or 8 here with some Let's Play stream. Fate, I almost said final. I had to stop myself. Why? Why do I want to say final? Gosh darn it. I'm surprised I never accidentally say Fire Emblem. Why final? I've barely even played Final Fantasy. Anyways, welcome to Let's Play Fate Stay Night Blindish thing. Blind. You know, it's why blind? Oh, because I know some stuff from Fate Zero, so I guess that's why it's blindish. But it's blind. We're blind. I have blinders over my face. Anyways, so last time we got introduced to Shiro, and he seems pretty blunt. And he says, like, his father died 5 years ago, but then the menu says it died 3 years ago. I believe the menu. I choose to believe Kiritsugu lived those extra 2 years. Anyways, let's just keep going. I don't want to mess around since I don't have that long to stream for, and this is my last day of the week. So let's just jump into it. Dash, 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 dash. No, I guess it won't do any good to rush. Wait, what are we doing right now? History? What are we doing? I've trained every day. Oh, yeah, he wants to be like his papa. Naturally, because I had no talent in 5 years. Sum up. Yeah, okay. Sum up the present. He sucks. Gotcha. Would not make sense if it was 3 years ago. I don't believe you. It was 3 years ago. Fight me. I'll fight you. Until the game proves me otherwise, I'm going to fight you on this. Even if the game does prove me otherwise, I choose to believe the menu. It says 3 years. I believe 3 years. For now, I have to do what I can. Well, then. Right now, I should... Holy farts right off the bat! No, don't. Save. Okay. Oh boy, right off the bat. Well then, right now I should go and help Sakura. Go and finish my daily routine. Oh boy. Oh, slap myself. Oh, we got a choice. Oh, slap myself the other way. Oh, all right. Whew. Do I help Sakura or do I go finish my daily routine? What? Don't be a dick. Go help Sakura. Help the waifu. That's right. I have to go and help Sakura. I'd feel bad, both for letting my junior do all the work and for Sakura coming here so early in the morning. But I'm too late. Too late. Too late. Oh, one thing I want to quickly check. Actually, I'm curious. I chose the waifu. Now, I know some visual novels, when you load up older files after having picked a choice, it will gray out the choice. Is this one like that? Let's see here. Although, because I don't know if it retains the memory. Maybe not. Let me just quick check. It may not retain the memory anyways, but... First day, recollection of 10 years ago, morning, rebirth. Fancy. Oh, it doesn't seem to make an indication. At least, not yet. It's possible it still does make an indication, but I would have to properly get back there on a second playthrough. I don't know. I like to know things. But I'm too late. But you're too late. Game over, pal. Oh, we're too late? Let's go back then and use the other choice. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like going back on my choices. When I choose something, I choose it. Sometimes I'll go back and see their choices for funny's sake if I don't think the game has branching paths. But if it's got branching paths, I want to commit to my decisions to bang the waifu. I'm too late. It seems breakfast has already been made. No! I'll unmake it then. We can make it again. I'll eat it all really quickly so we can make it again. Together. No? Oh, darn. I can smell the elegant scent of breakfast befitting Sakura. Befitting Sakura? That sounds a little stereotypically and maybe sexist a little bit. The elegant scent of breakfast befitting Sakura. Now, do you mean the specific breakfast that Sakura would make? Or do you mean, oh, she's a woman, she belongs in the kitchen? Because that's pretty bad. Sakura has finished cooking and is opening the cupboards. I can see that all she has left to do is set the table. Okay, well, you could at least help with that. Gosh, even if you're late. I'm sorry. I'll at least get the dishes ready. So, you go and sit down. Huh? Oh, you're here already, senpai? Yeah, I chose you over my work. Also, nice apron. That's, looks cute on her. Pink, huh? Is pink and, well, her hair is like purplish, which is like, it's sort of like, it's blue plus red, and red plus white is pink. So they're both red tints, and she's got red bows. So, and she's got a pink bow in her hair. There's a big color scheme of red and white. Pink is red plus white. Therefore, if you minus the red, you get white. Therefore, I'm jumping. I'm leaping now. A little bit. Is this leaping? Grasping. That's the word. Not already. We're usually eating by 10 past 6, so I certainly slept in. I mean, she woke you up after all. I don't think so. You're not in any clubs. This is still early for you. Oh, he's not in any clubs too, huh? Clubs have nothing to do with this. When you bring clubs into it, the problem is that you come here when you have morning practice to go to. Yeah, indeed. Since you do have a club, that's all the more reason that you probably shouldn't be wasting time on Shiro. And because you are wasting time on Shiro, that's all the more reason that shows that you like me. No, I'm doing this because I want to, so please don't worry about my club. Ooh, that makes you nervous? Your club? You always say that. That's why I wake up early. Yeah, you always say that. That's why I wake up early. Clubs or not, it's rude for me to sleep in if you're going to be here. Wait, you always say that? No, that's why I wake up early. But if you do wake up early, then clearly you've failed at waking up early, because apparently she wakes you up early constantly. Therefore, you are a failure. For me, waking up early is waking... Oh, that's right, that's inner monologue voices. There's no quotes! How do you fail at that? Me? For me, waking up early is waking up before Sakura gets here. And sleeping in is making Sakura prepare breakfast on her own, like today. So you're a failure, I guess. But she likes waking you up, so... Still, though, maybe she... But it's one of those interesting conundrums where she likes waking you up, but she only likes waking you up probably because of who you are and the type of person you are. And you're the type of person that would wake up before her anyways, a lot anyways. You'd be a different person, and she may not like you as much, so therefore she may not like waking you up. No, scratch that, reverse it. That would be fine. In that universe, that would be fine. The universe where you always sleep in and never bother to wake up early to not offend Sakura would be the universe where you're a different kind of person. So that would be the universe where, right. Even if she was given the chance to wake you up early every time, she may not want to because you'd be a different type of person. So, paradoxes. Though this only has been a habit for a year and a half or so. Her being here or her waking you up? Year and a half, and she's a junior, right? She's a first year, so before this she would have been in middle school. She would have been in different schools. How far along are you in the school? You're in like what? No, wait, we know the date. No, it just says first day. No, that's my date. I was that we can use this to determine what time of year it is. It's like November or something, right? I don't remember months. I was gonna say, are we like halfway into the second school year? So maybe it started at the beginning of the last school year. I don't know if that's relevant or not, but anyways, you take a rest. We only have to set the table, so at least let me do that. I stand next to Sakura and take out the dishes. Sakura is stubborn at times. In situations like this, she won't rest until she's forced to. Oh, then I'll help too. I'll load the plates and you can take them out. Always wants to help somehow. Isn't that just so sweet? Too sweet. You're too sweet. Did you try to kill me? Was it a circle jerk? Will in the future, because it hasn't happened yet, right? So in the future, you had Lancer kill me, and then she brought me back to life because of you, and then you tried to kill me again. It'd be a funny circle jerk. I don't know if I want to believe it, but it would be pretty hilarious. No, I'm saying I'll do it all myself. Oh, wow, and that's what gets her uppity. That won't do. You're head of the household, so you should just sit contently in the mornings. Wow. That's... What? Okay. So she likes being a servant of sort. It's weird to call it that, but she likes the idea of serving you. But does she like serving you because she likes serving people in general? Or does she like serving you because of who you are? Therefore, if you actually liked being served, you'd be a different kind. Same paradoxical question. Like, you'd be a different person, would she still like it? Or she just like that way in general with people? Not sure yet. I think she does have a crush on you, but I'm not sure if she's just this way with people in general. Sit contently, a head of the household who leaves you to do the work by yourself is a failure. It's okay, so go to the living room. After all, to quote a certain anime protagonist, the king who does not lead himself to paraphrase a certain anime protagonist, because I don't remember the quote off the top of my head, if the king who does not lead cannot expect his subordinates to follow. Something, something, something. That's right. Please be a failure. This is a repayment for letting me eat good food all the time. So if it's possible, I'd like you to rest. What? You're asking me to be a failure? How dare you? How dare you, good woman, sir? Good sir, woman. Hey, we're going 50-50 on the groceries, so you shouldn't worry about it. I should be the one... Nope. We're going 50-50 on the groceries, so you shouldn't worry about it. I should be the one thanking you. Since you started coming here, our meals have improved. Oh, interesting. Okay, so from my understanding of that, so you're saying the meals have gotten better, so we're saying she's a better cook, but Shiro can cook. They can both cook. That's so unfair. You should only get in a relationship with someone who can't cook if you can cook. That way we can spread the cook love around. If two cooks get with each other, then that's going to be two people who aren't cooks that'll have to get with each other, and they'll have no one who can cook, and they'll be fucked. Do you want that? Is that what you want, guys? Is that how you... What? How dare you? How dare you two cooks get with each other? How rude. Don't you understand that it'll imbalance the cooks of the world with relationships? Anyways, no, really. This is a repayment for letting me eat good food all the time. What that implies is that, yes, she may be a better cook, but she didn't have a chance to show her cooking skills back when maybe she was at her own place. Why? Is this related to her brother in any way? Her brother being a dick, possibly? Interesting. It just seems like she couldn't... Maybe she's more energized to cook when she's here. Is her family poor to some extent? Is that why she's staying here? Because they can't afford to have two children? And so her maybe that was it. Maybe their household, her family's kind of poor, and so they couldn't really afford to take care of two children very well. And so Shinji was a dick and basically maybe was like, no, it's mine. You don't get to have anything, Sakura. You only get my sloppy seconds. I'm just imagining that being baby Shinji. And so now that she's living with Shiro and going 50-50, now that gives her, I don't know, that's just things to think of. Maybe Shinji gets it all to himself now, and so he doesn't have to share, which is why he's nicer to her, potentially, because he doesn't have to share. Just thoughts. Oh, I knew it. You don't get it, do you, senpai? That's not why the meals here are good. Okay, you know what? Fine, let's talk about the food. Eh.
そういうことじゃないってどういうことだ?
What do you mean that's not why? It's because of love. Because you make the food with love for each other. Oh, I've just started and yet I already feel like my waifu's been selected for me. That's kind of when I feel like they may be pulling a fast one on me where she's secretly a master who wants to kill me. Because it's too good to be true. You can't just start the game with a waifu pre-selected for you.
いえ、なんでもありません。けど、責任取ってくださいね。私、先輩の家じゃないとご飯を美味しくいただけなくなっちゃったんですから。
No, it's nothing. But please take responsibility because I can't eat a pleasant meal anywhere else anymore. Aw, even at school? Yeah, it would make a lot of sense narratively if she was secretly a master, because, like, I have to work for the waifu. I'm sure she's a waifu route, probably, but, like, I doubt it's this easy. A girl who wakes you up, cooks for you, and seems to genuinely love you. This is a trap!
バカ、おかしなこと言うな。
Idiot, don't say such weird things!
藤姉に聞かれたらどうするんだ。あの人には冗談なんて通じないんだから。
What if Fujini hears that? She doesn't understand jokes. Oh gosh, 2 people in chat. There's a lot of talking. Do I have to pay attention all the time? Did someone say trap? Oh, not that type of trap. Aha. You see, we were talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card. Not the trap as in female being a man. The trap card in which it turns out the female was trapping you. I was going for a joke, and then the joke ended up going in 2 directions. You can pick which one's funnier. Fill in the rest of the joke yourself. Oh, speaking of which, she doesn't understand jokes.
そうですね。藤村先生に聞かれたら大変です。
You're right, it'd be a big problem if Fujimura sensei overheard that. Interesting, she doesn't understand jokes? Fujimura doesn't understand jokes? She seems like the jovial type. Is she like the really sincere, doesn't understand jokes type? I'm sure there's a word for that I'm forgetting.
まったくだ。あんまりおかしなこと言うな。
Right, don't say such weird stuff. You activate Mirror Force? Oh yeah, well I'll counter that with Counterspell. We're suddenly playing Magic the Gathering now. No. I counter that with MSD. MSD negate.
はい、言いません。言いませんからお手伝いしていいですよね、先輩。
Yes, I won't. I won't say anything, so I can help you, right, senpai? Don't say so much weird stuff. It's weird when a girl likes me. Ew, cooties. Ugh. Ellipses. She's so precious. It's too precious. Interesting. Fujimura. Is she here? Is she here now? Is she gonna like eat with us? Is she just in the next room over? What's up with her? Sakura looks up at me naturally and calmly.
いいよ、好きにしろ。そんなにやりたきゃさくらに任せる。
Wow, you gave in! Fine, do what you want. If you want to help so much, go right ahead. Wowie wow wow wow. Wow. Interesting. Sakura seems like the submissive type, but I guess when it comes to Shiro, she's willing to be forceful. Is that because of the crush, assumedly, or is that because they're just, close friends in general? Where when she's close friends with someone, she's willing to be a bit more assertive, possibly. I think it's more has to do with the crush, where she really does want to do stuff for him, and not doing stuff for him would make her sad, which lets her... the close friends thing, I think, helps too. If it wasn't for that, she'd probably be just super shy about the whole thing. But the fact that they're friends, and I'm assuming she has a crush, is probably what leads to that. But of course, Shiro is the main character. Therefore, he can't see the signs. He's not allowed to. Otherwise, they'd probably be in a healthy, good relationship by now. What? If you want to help so much, go right ahead.
はい、好きにします、私。
Yes, I'll do as I please.
まったく、本当に最近言うこと聞かなくなったよな、さくら。
Geez, you really don't listen to anything I tell you anymore, do you, Sakura? Oh, so she used to listen to things, but now that you're closer, now that she has a better grasp of your character, she's more willing to be assertive because she knows that you're a good... Maybe? Maybe before, when she tried to do things, Shinji would snap and be like, you don't get to do things. We do things my way, bitch, little sister. Ooh. But now she's got... Maybe at first... she used to listen to what Shiro said too, but now she's gotten more assertive because she knows Shiro's not a dick, like Shinji, assumedly. I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but,
ですね。藤村先生に似てきたのかもしれません。
That's true. Maybe I'm becoming more like Fujimura sensei. If that's the case, does that mean you don't understand jokes? More like Fujimura sensei, really. She was like... We haven't gotten to see her very much, but she was like happy-go-lucky-ish, right? So... That's a good thing, I think, to an extent. You gotta understand jokes, though. I mean, if you don't, you gotta understand jokes, and you gotta appreciate dirty jokes. Those are my 2 pass-ins. If you don't accept those... Oh, oops. I misclicked. Speaking softly, Sakura reaches up for the cupboard. Her silky hair and smooth skin catch my eye. Oh, well, here you go. You like her, too. Just fucking make out already. Just take the choice out of my hands. Why even make this a visual novel with so many pretty girls? We already have the one. How can I put this? It's troubling. Is your penis getting longer? She must be maturing, as she seems really feminine these days. Ooh. Are you sure she's the one maturing and you're the one who's not maturing? Have you started, squirting the white stuff yet? Ooh. How big is her breast size? Can you get a good look at her side boob through the apron? Her casual movements and her figure are so beautiful that I instinctively look away. No, I mustn't. It's wrong. It's incorrect. She wakes me up. We sort of live together. It would be weird. It would be like husband and wife. Like we're already playing at that kind of. Oh, but you have your little guardian Fujimura to make sure nothing crazy goes on.
先輩、どうかしましたか?
It's called hormones. Senpai, is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. Everything's just too right. It's too right. I need some left in my world.
いや、どうもしてない。どうもしてないから気にしないでくれ。
No, it's nothing. Don't worry. It's definitely nothing. Whew. I gotta go look at an ugly guy. What? Ellipses? I mean, question mark? I mean, exclamation point? She's nervous too. Well, she's not, but I mean, she is. She is. Honestly. Why am I feeling tense around my friend's sister? Around your friend's sister? Is Shinji your friend, really? Maybe you're just too honest, too nice. Maybe you're the kind of person who just, Really? Really? I assumed you would not get along well with Shinji. That was my early assumption. So, either that's incorrect, and you are friends with Shinji despite the Sakura situation, or you're not really friends with him, but like you're just too nice and you know you don't really like him, but you say you like him because you don't want to get in any, you don't want to fight anyone, you want everyone to be friends. So even though maybe you don't actually like him that much, you want to try to like him. Maybe. Just seems odd. I didn't expect that. Sakura's a good underclassman, a junior I need to take care of. She's the sister of a close friend of mine, but since she's a grade below me, we weren't that close. Sister of a close friend of mine. Close friend of mine. This is inner monologue. Why would he lie in his own head? You can lie in your own head. You can, you may think you're being honest with yourself, but after all, there's the whole saying, you're lying to yourself. Inner monologue, I mean, yeah, it's not always, what Tom Stump said, you can fool yourself, right? Wise fool of death, I think you'd know all about that. Fooling someone. But do you fool yourself, or are you too used to fooling other people? But yeah, okay, so close friend of mine. Not even just friend of mine, close friend of mine. Okay, reevaluating. So, at least, I don't know what Shinji thinks of Shiro, but at least Shiro seems to think he thinks, if he's not fooling himself, that he's a close friend of Shinji's. In which case, I can understand why he doesn't want to go after Sakura. If he's legitimately a close friend of Sakura, he may not want to make things... Sorry, if he's legitimately a close friend of Shinji, he may not want to make things awkward between himself and Shinji by going after Shinji's sister, so he probably wants to avoid that and not make things awkward. Now, if Shinji's actually kind of a good person, he'd probably be okay with it if he saw how well their relationship was going. He'd be like, no, it's okay, go after my sister. But I can see why, Shiro wouldn't want to risk that friendship, assuming a friendship exists. I was assuming until now they didn't like each other very much, but it all changed a year and a half ago into this cooperative kind of relationship. Sakura came to cook when I was injured. Interesting. Is that injury at all relevant, or is that just a plot device? After that, I think we just ended up like this. Interesting. The way Rin put it in her inner monologue is that you basically saved Sakura. However, maybe you did it unknowingly. Interesting. So the thought now is that, yeah, so you were injured somehow. Whether that's relevant or not, I don't know. Maybe you were injured messing with all your mechanical stuff. I could see how that could fuck you up by accident. And then Sakura ended up starting to take care of you. And then she started to use every excuse she could get to stay with you. That definitely seems like a crush, although it could also be that maybe her life with Shinji was just so terrible that it's not a real crush. Well, it could still be a real crush, but it's like she would have crushed on any guy in such a situation that could give her an excuse to get away from Shinji. Possibly. That either says one of two things, or it says both things. She either really likes Shiro, she really doesn't like Shinji, or both. If she started to really, stay with him as a normal thing. In my head, it really has to mean one of those. Not necessarily, I guess, but that seems like the likely outcomes. Which means that's how Shiro could have come to think of Shinji as a friend. I assumed Sakura started coming here because of a terrible relationship at her house life, and Shiro found out about that, thus didn't like Shinji very much, was my early assumption. But instead, if Sakura started coming when Shiro didn't even know about this abusive relationship that I'm still assuming existed to some extent, then that's how Shiro could have went on being friends with Shinji. And Sakura's too maybe afraid of Shinji to say anything bad about him and just lets Shiro keep thinking of Shinji as a friend. I could see that. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird, but I could see that. I'm really making a lot of negative assumptions about Shinji here, but, I mean, he had an interesting first impression, so, and we haven't seen him again since. We've only really, had things to think about through Sakura, but it'll be interesting what our first interaction is. Shiro seeing Shinji. That will be interesting. Supposedly being our close friend. I think we intended to do it until my injury healed, but some trivial thing up came to make her stay with it. Some trivial thing came up, or was that just an excuse on her part? Curious. Anyway, Sakura's a good cook and perfect at cleaning and doing the laundry. The perfect housewife, It's a big help to have her helping around here in the mornings, but it's been a bit troubling recently. How so? The problem is not in Sakura, but me. You're becoming too reliant? You want to be self-reliant? You want to stop her doing everything for you? You want to make sure you're doing things for yourself? Wow, another cute picture of her. Dash. And this is, Shiro's perspective, male gaze. We're seeing her cute because that's how Shiro sees her. Maybe I'm just feeling guilty about being attracted to my friend's sister. He fucking says it! He says he's attracted to her! Oh, shit! Ah! I didn't even get a choice. Wait, I did get a choice. I got one choice. The choice to come in and help Sakura with cooking. Did that change everything? Did that make him admit his feelings to himself? If I had chose the other thing, maybe he would have went on a road where he's like, I fucking hate Sakura. Ugh. Usually I'm fine, but when I'm caught off guard like just now, I blush. Does this make me an unsuitable senpai? Gosh. I doubt this game would be so trippy, but one thought is, by choosing to go help Sakura, I made it so Sakura doesn't end up being a master, and we get together. But if I chose to not help Sakura, she actually does end up a master in that timeline, even if it already happened in the past. I don't think this game is like that, but this is funny to think of. Breakfast is placed on the table. A perfect breakfast consisting of chicken salad, breakfast. I gotta read that word again. Breakfast consisting of chicken salad, cooked salmon, spinach. Ooh, okay, it got worse. Radish. Carol meat soup, yam soup. Okay, got better again. Spinach. Ugh. All right. That's your breakfast? All of that is your breakfast? Do you just skip lunch? Do you just fill up on breakfast? It seems to me like this is breakfast and lunch combined. Skip lunch and just have dinner? Maybe. Because this is a big fat breakfast. Most people just tend to, if they're going to work, they'll just drink a cup of coffee. If they're going to school, they'll maybe have a quick thing of rice. Maybe have to take their breakfast out the door because they're, maybe have a quick thing of cereal. Usually the only times you get to have a big breakfast like this are on weekends or if you have a weird work schedule, or you wake up weirdly early for school days, but yeah.
いただきます
What they said. Sakura and I bow and start our meal quietly. Interesting, they didn't translate itadakimasu. I guess because there's no quite correct translation, but it'd be something along the lines of thank you for the food. But like, who are they thanking? I guess leaving as itadakimasu is fine. The sounds of our chopsticks echo. Sakura isn't the talkative type, and I'm not versatile enough to talk while eating. She's not talkative, and well, she's not the talkative? Well, she seems to be talkative around you, even if she's not talkative in general. You're not versatile enough to talk while eating. I don't like talking while eating. I'll say that's a pet peeve of mine. When I eat, I don't want to talk, and also when I eat, I don't want people talking to me. I hate the whole, we should, the whole dinner conversation idea of when we eat food, we talk about our day. Ugh, please no. Talk to me about my day some other time, just not when I'm eating. Chopsticks. It's still weird weird to me to think that they just use those all the time, because I just think of chopsticks as, that's the thing you use when you order Chinese food or whatever. But no, they just use those in their day-to-day lives, which is interesting. Just interesting to think of. Naturally, meal times are quiet. Usually it's louder, but today the loud person is Fujimura? She must have been watching spy movies last night as she's eyeing us while hiding behind a newspaper. Nani desu ka? Usually it's louder, but today the loud person... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Usually it's louder because she's loud. Spy movies? Like what? James Bond? No, I wonder how many American import movies they watch. Do the Japanese dubs of American movies, are those as funny as the American dubs of Japanese movies?
藤村先生、ご飯時に新聞は見ない方がいいと思いますよ。
Also, she's talking while she's eating. Liar. Fujimura-sensei, don't you think you shouldn't read the newspaper during meals? Ellipses. What's she thinking about? What's she thinking about? What are you thinking about? Fujini ignores Sakura's question. She's acting weird, but Fujini always acts in suspicious ways during breakfast. Always. It's just usually they're loudly suspicious instead of quietly suspicious. Sakura must be used to it as she continues to eat with no particular care. Sakura prefers to make Western foods. Oh, really? Wait, but you're eating them with chopsticks. So you're eating Western foods with the thing that we would normally eat Chinese food with. I was about to make a joke, make a reference, like Stranger Things are out there or something, but I didn't. I failed the punchline. Punch myself. Ow! That's the punchline. She learned to cook Japanese food after she started coming here to help. Oh, now she cooks Japanese food. Well, excuse me, princess. Fujini and I prefer Japanese, so Sakura learned to make Japanese food for our breakfast. Wow. Did she do that before? Did she do that immediately or only after a while? Did she do that? Interesting. So did she learn to make Japanese food? Was she doing that to please you because she wants to please everyone? Or was she doing that to please you because she wants to please you? Also, yeah, so Fujini's been here for longer. So she's like just been my guardian since Kiritsugu started going on his adventures. Now she's so good, she's almost surpassed me, her teacher. Wait, did you teach her to cook? I assume she already knew. No? Okay. I can see that. Alright. Her miso soup is oh wait, no, you taught her to cook Japanese. I understand. So she knew how to cook Western. You taught her to cook Japanese. I understand. Her miso soup is tasty, and she has shown some capacity even for making yam soup by grinding yams. So have you done the reverse, Shiro? Have you done the reverse and learned to cook the foods that she assumedly likes, which is Western foods? Well, I mean, she says she likes the food because of the love that's in the air. Well, she didn't say it, she implied it, but... Actually, I think this is the first time she's made it. Yam soup by grinding yams?
悪い。さくら、醤油取って。
Sorry, Sakura, can you pass me the soy sauce? For what? What are you going to use the soy sauce from? Are you going to use it on Chinese rice? No, it would be Japanese rice. Is there a difference? I never use soy sauce on the Chinese rice I get from Chinese food. I feel like, no, you don't want to ruin the Chinese rice. It tastes great without soy sauce. Oh, my dad would put soy sauce on Chinese rice from the Chinese food, and I'm like, oh, why do you do that? But, you know, teach their own.
はいで大変です先輩先輩のお醤油は昨日で切れてます
There you... Oh, wait, senpai, your soy sauce is empty.
じゃあ、藤根のでいいや。取って。
Fujinese will do then. Can you get it?
藤村先生いいですか
May I, Fujimura-sensei? Fujini nods. Her newspaper trembles. Trembles?
はいどうぞとろろ汁に使うんですか
Soy sauce on soup? That sounds really weird to me, but okay. I mean, I've eaten some Chinese food. I don't know if I've partaken much in Japanese food. Are you gonna use it on the yam soup?
あ、とろろには醤油だろう、普通。
I'll take your word for it. You usually put soy sauce on yam soup, right? I put the soy sauce onto the white yam soup. After stirring it, I put it on the rice and take a bite. After stirring it, I put it on the rice. Wait. I'm trying to understand the complex food processes that go into soup. You yam soup, you put the soy sauce on the yam soup, and then you stir it, and then you put it on the rice. You put the yam on the rice, the soup on the... I think I understand. I think I follow the logic. That's complicated food. The stickiness of the yam and the taste of the soy sauce.
うわ、まずこれソースだぞ、ソースしかもオイスター
Oyster! Nice. This is terrible. This is oyster sauce. Is this a prank from Fujimura? I don't recognize that laugh, but I guess that's Fujimura's voice? Yeah. Fujini throws her newspaper away. So that's why she was being quiet the whole time. Is that why my soy sauce was empty? Did she like empty it so that I would have to take her soy sauce and her soy sauce wasn't even soy sauce? How often is she a prankster?
どうだ朝のうちにソースとお醤油のラベルを取り替えておく作戦なのだ
That's a pet peeve of mine, actually. Messing with food. Like how I don't like eating when I talk. I don't like other people eating to me when I talk. I don't like people messing with my food. Like my food is life, man. I mean, it literally is. You know, you eat and drink. If you don't eat and drink, you'll die. But that's the kind of prank that would really piss me off. But I'm assuming they know each other well enough by now to know that the other one will take it in stride or not give a shit. Fujimura, you seem jovial, you seem like a prankster, and I think some pranks are in good fun, but ooh, that prank would really get on my skin if you did that to me. The female spy throws up her arms to show her happiness.
朝っぱらから何考えてんだあんたは今年で25のくせにいつまで経っても藤根は藤根だな
What are you thinking? You're always like this even though you'll be turning 25 this year. Oh, we just learned a woman's age. Oh, that means, Shira's only, like 16, and she's like 24. That means, just a couple more years, and it won't be that weird. No, I don't, maybe they'll have her out. She's a young enough, attractive enough teacher. Oh. She seems kind of fun, even if she did that to me in real life. I would probably hate her for it.
昨日の恨み思い知ったか
What did you do yesterday? Did it teach you a lesson for what you did yesterday?
みんなと一緒になってお姉ちゃんをいじめるやつには当然の天罰ってところかしら
It's divine justice for picking on me with everyone else. Huh? When was this? What was this? Oh, this was probably some minor thing, right? Some super minor thing that just matters to you. You're probably that kind of person. Some super minor thing that just matters to you, but you have to get payback. Not on everyone else, but just on Shiro, because you know Shiro. And he should be better. He should know not to do the one minor thing. So you'll do a major thing in response? What a great guardian. What a great role model.
天罰ってのは人為的なもんじゃないだろう。なんかおとなしいと思ったら昨日からこんなこと考えてやがったのか。この暇人。
Divine justice doesn't come from people. I thought you were calm, but this is what you were thinking about?
そうだよ。おかげでこれから急いでテストの採点しなくちゃいけないんだから。そういうわけで急がないとやばいのだ。
That's right. That's why I have to go and start grading the exams now. Yep, I should hurry up. Oh, now you're going to try and just rush away now that the prank has happened? Hold on. So you're just not going to explain? What is the divine justice for? What you did yesterday? What did he do yesterday? What do you mean picking on you? Picking on you how? Is it because he called you not by your proper name? Fujini sits back down and finishes her breakfast quickly.
はい、ごちそうさま。朝ごはん、今日も美味しかったよ、さくらちゃん。
Thank you. Breakfast was lovely as always, Sakura-chan.
はい。お粗末様でした、先生。
Thank you, Sensei.
それじゃあ先に行くわね。二人とも遅刻したら怒るわよ。
I'm going on ahead then. I'll get mad if you two are late. Gosh. Oh man, with a guardian like that. I guess it shows why Shiro ended up so responsible. And I guess by extension, and also with a guardian like that in another sense, I can see why Sakura ended up loosening up a bit, you know, when someone pranks you enough times. But like prank in good fun, not prank in a negative sense. It can loosen you up, so it can be good for you. And she runs off. There's something wrong with a world in which that thing is a teacher. How long's she been a teacher? She's, you know, I don't know how it is in Japan, but over here, you know, because you got to go through, generally to become a teacher, it's a long process. You got to go through university, then you got to go through teachers, like, college, and then you got to do some, like, you know, half teaching. I think 24 is roughly about as early as you can become a teacher over here, like, because that's how long the schooling takes.
先輩
Yes? Sakura? Sakura-chan?
すまない。せっかくの朝食だっていうのに、藤姉のやつ、ろくに味わいもしないで。
Sorry about that. Fujini didn't really take the time to enjoy your breakfast. Oh, yeah. I mean, personally, I like to eat fast. I like to not waste time on food, especially because to me, I enjoy it just as much whether I'm eating it fast or slow. Just eat it fast. But I understand. I know that some people savor it more when, you know, they take their time. But, you know, so little time of the day, right? You gotta speed eat. You gotta speed run that food section of the day. Or, you know, some people multitask and eat while doing other things. I like to just eat while I eat. I don't really like doing anything else while I eat, so I eat quickly. But I can understand why that can sometimes offend, you know, the chef in question when you eat quickly and you don't take your time and savor it. But she is a busy, you know, person being a teacher, I would assume, so.
いえ、そういうのではなくて、昨日藤村先生に何かしたんですか？食べ物に細工するなんて、藤村先生にしてはやりすぎですから。
Is this a bit much for her? I wasn't sure. I thought this was her usual affair. It's not that. Did you do something to her yesterday? It's a bit much for Fujimura-sensei to play with food. Maybe that's what's worse. Not the speeding the food, but messing with the food. Like you hurt the perfectly good food by forcing a mixture with oyster sauce. That I could see more insulting the chef.
いや、それがさ、昨日ついあだ名で呼んじまった。
It was something very, very small. Wow. Well, yeah, I accidentally called her by her nickname. Gosh, you call her by a nickname she doesn't like, she puts oyster sauce in your food. What a bitch.
それじゃあ仕方ありませんね。先輩、藤村先生に謝らなかったんでしょう。
I love the double expression change there. Like the, oh. I guess it can't be helped in that case. You didn't apologize to her, did you, senpai?
めんぼくない。いつものことなんて忘れてた。
Sorry, I forgot since it happens all the time. You probably should stop it from happening. I mean, let's be honest. She's probably the kind of person that if you stop it from happening, she'll find other small thing to make as an excuse to keep pranking you. She seems like a prankster.
ダメですよ。藤村先生、先輩にあだ名を言われるのだけは嫌がるんですから。また泣かせちゃったんでしょう。
Is Fujimura a crier? That's hard to picture. She seems more of the jovial prankster type, and she would only cry in very rare circumstances, but maybe I'm wrong. You mustn't. Fujimura-sensei doesn't like you calling her so, senpai. You made her cry again, didn't you? Again? 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 Does she really cry from that nickname? How bad is this nickname?
泣かした上にダットのごとく走り去らせた。おかげで昨日の英語は自習だった。
I made her run away too. Yesterday's English lesson was a self-study because of it. Wait, so you were like making fun of her with her nickname in class while she was teaching you, and then she ran away crying. I mean, okay, there's two minds to this. The one mind is, come on, teacher, toughen up, you're a teacher. The other mind is, if they were really doing something bad, then, give them detention. And the other mind is, a teacher shouldn't be messing with their student. You could argue food poisoning to a small extent by giving oyster sauce to one of your students. I mean, yes, you're his guardian, but he's also your student, so I'm not sure what the moral bounds run there, but it just seems like an awkward mixture. I was awarded a student honor written on a note paper, but I threw it away. A what? A student honor? What do you mean? By Fujimura or by your fellow students? I doubt she would have awarded you that if you'd made fun of her.
もう、それじゃあ、今朝のは先輩が悪いです。
Geez, it was all your fault then. Maybe he started it, like maybe he was the first one to whip out the nickname she doesn't like. Probably because he doesn't think much of it, which I can understand that, but if she really, really dislikes it that much, she probably should stop. Fujini is like a big sister for Sako, so she's basically on Fujini's side. I mean, she's kind of like a big sister for you as well, though, right? Although maybe you look at her more like a mom because it's been like since it was supposed to be like 2 years after he took you in that he started going on those adventures. I think they said 2 years, which means it's been 8 years since, I assume, roughly, since Fujimura started taking care of you. So you may look at her a bit more motherly than sisterly, possibly. But you're pretty close in age to be thinking about, mother-son relationship, but that's good in its own way, but I wish she'd consider my situation where I have to deal with Fujini 24/7. Really? Even in your dreams? Do you dream about Fujimura? Scandalous! Fujini was originally an acquaintance of father's. Okay, right, because Fujimura's father is like mafia, so... and she's been coming to the house a lot since I was adopted. She started to show up even more after father died, and she's now almost dependent, eating breakfast and dinner here. Who's the one in charge if she's the one who, is getting you guys to make her all the things? It's almost like the other way around. Like she's, I'm doing a motion with my hands as if you can see that with the face cam. Just imagine the face cam. And I'm doing a motion with my hands. You fill in the blanks. No. Maybe she's why I was able to make it on my own even after my father died. Yeah. It's good to have someone older, even if they're a bit of a prankster. It's good to have someone. Fujini, Sakura, and I are now the residents of the Emiya household. And none of you are really Emiyas. Well, okay, I guess Shiro, you're an adopted Emiya, but you're not a real Emiya. You were actually some other last name which we still don't know, and maybe we never will. But I'm the only one who knows that my father was a magus. Oh, okay. It's said that Magi must hide their identities. That's why I've been hiding the fact that I'm learning magic ever since I became my father's student. Does Rin know? No. Well, she says she's able to. You can sense other people's magic, right? To some extent. So would she know that Shiro is like a mage to some extent? Was he the other family? Is the Emiya family the other family Rin was talking about? Like there's another mage family, but the student isn't good enough. Is that what Rin was talking about? I'm not sure. I say I'm learning, but I can't even cast a single magic spell properly. With this kind of skill, it wouldn't make much difference whether I hide it or not, but because it was how my father wanted things, I've trained secretly since then. Shame you don't have a proper teacher. Maybe Saber will have to teach you some things, possibly. I mean, she's not really magical, but she could at least, you know, teach you a few things that she learned from him. I finished breakfast and prepare for school. I clean the dishes with Sakura while listening to the news on TV. News? Oh boy, news. Is news going to be fancy? Ellipses. Sakura is staring at the TV screen. Over the screen runs an exaggerated teletype reading, gas leak accidents continue. Thinking Saber would teach anything to her former master's son. Well, I mean, you know, we don't know what type of... I don't know. I assume she's still going to be a nice person to some extent. I mean, I don't know if she would hold it against the son for the sins of the father, as it were. So, I don't know. I think Saber's... even if she's more pragmatic in a fight, I'm still doubting Saber will be a cold-hearted bitch. But we'll see. Gas leak accidents continue. Huh. That's probably relevant. It seems there was a big accident in the neighboring town of Shinto. Gas leak. It happened in a building in the business district. It seems a whole floor of people ran out of oxygen and fell unconscious. Oh shit. Was that really a gas leak, or was that the cover story? Was that actually someone using a magic, you know, what's it called? A bounded field to suck them dry, like what someone wants to do with the school? Is it the same person or somebody else? If it's the same person, that means they've already started feeding and they're looking for more food. They could be building up some energy for some big thing. They've called it a gas leak, but this kind of accident is happening often recently. Often? How recently? How long ago was the first... Did masters start summoning their servants? How many times could this have already happened? This seems like some master-servant combo is going to have a big edge. They're going to have some big thing in the works. Something dangerous. If they're gathering up all this magic energy to use on something, it could be general buffing, but I don't know. Assuming they've already been doing a lot of this gathering, that makes me think more and more. Because the master can't use it, right? We've talked about how the master can't use it. The servant has to use it. Therefore, if the servant was the one gaining all this energy, I don't think it's Lancer. I think my theory about Lancer having discovered that, just like how Rin discovered it, and Lancer was going to spy on it to see if any other masters showed up, is the correct one, and that Lancer's master is not the one who set up that thing on the school. Because if it was, I think Lancer would have been stronger than he appeared. Like, Lancer, if he had been eating a bunch of people, essentially, already, by that point, he probably would have been a good bit stronger, and Archer probably would not have been able to hold him off. So my guess is whichever servant's been doing this is going to be strong when they actually start fighting. And to take them down, there's probably going to need to be some really good strategy and or teamwork, possibly, like certain masters working together. Like, I could see some kind of truce thing where Shiro and Rin temporarily work together to take down this really strong, you know, master-servant combo, possibly.
今のニュース気になるのか、さくら。
Are you worried about the news, Sakura?
いえ、別に。ただ、事故がシントで起きているなら近いなって。先輩、シントの方でアルバイトしていますよね。
No, not really. I just thought it's near. Senpai, your workplace is in the Shinto area, right? No, I'm not really worried. After all, it was me who was doing... Maybe. Your workplace is in the Shinto area, right?
知ってるけど、別にそんな大きな店じゃないよ。今のニュースみたいな事故は起きないと思う。
Yeah, but it's not really a big place. I don't think an accident like that would happen there. Hold on. Wait. Your workplace is in the Shinto area? Oh shit, does he work? Like he goes to school, but does he like job? Does he have like a job as like a mechanic? A part-time job maybe? He obviously can't have a full-time job while being at school, but maybe he has a part-time job. Does he need one? Maybe to, well, does he have to pay for this house? Because, like, the Fujimuras are covering it, right? Because they were friends with Kiritsugu, so he doesn't actually have to pay for this, right? But he does have to, like, pay for the food and stuff, I guess. And Kiritsugu, did he leave him much money behind? If not, then I guess he would have to start working. Even if Kiritsugu did leave him some, maybe Shiro seems like a go-getter who would probably just start working anyways, because he doesn't want to just, you know, if he was like, if Kiritsugu did leave him behind a big fortune, granted, I doubt Kiritsugu would have. He probably wouldn't have wanted to spoil Shiro too much, but, at the same time, even if he did, Shiro seems like the kind of person that would want to start working anyways and not just take everything his father gave him. He wants to be like his father, but he doesn't want to be spoiled by his father in that sense. But anyways, but it's not a risk I can completely ignore. Gas leaks can happen in any building, and on top of that, it hurts to think that hundreds of people are suffering. Ouch. And are they suffering? Are they not dead? Because that's the thing. Rin said that they would die, didn't she? Like at least the one that was happening in the school, they would die. It said that the accidents are happening often because of defensive construction work during the rapid development of Shinto. Whether that's true or not, I certainly don't want any more victim...
物騒な話だ。俺たちも気をつけないと。
It is dangerous. We'll have to be careful here too. Did you realize something? Why the dash dash dash?
それならご心配なく先輩。ガスの元栓はいつも2回チェックしてますから安心です。
Don't worry, senpai. I check the gas twice every time. Interesting. Okay, so, if the people didn't die, then maybe this is unrelated to a servant eating all up their powers. That could still be it. But it's also possible they're bringing this up for Chekhov's gun's sake, where they're saying that, you know, they're bringing up the idea of a gas leak because later in the narrative, someone's going to mess with their gas, maybe. That's also possible. Or maybe they'll double dip and both will be true. Sakura boasts with pride.
いや、そういう話でなくて。
No, that's not the point. Yeah, I've thought so before, but Sakura's a bit off today. Is she? Why? Is it because you just summoned her servant?
裏手の戸締まりはしました？
Is it because you just summoned your servant? Is it because you're planning to kill me? You're gonna have Lancer kill me today. No, that's supposed to be in a couple days, right? I don't know. Did you lock the back door, senpai?
したよ。缶抜きかけたけど、問題あるか？
I did. I bolted it. Is there a problem? Makes me wonder, where is Sakura when oh, now that we see the house from this perspective, yeah, this is Shiro's house. This is the house that this is the house that Rin came upon when Saber was summoned. I mean, I sort of already assumed it, but this confirms it 100%. Well, no, technically it doesn't. It could still be a house that just looks identical to the one ran up to. Sometimes there are identical houses, but let's just assume it's confirmed. But that does make me wonder, when Rin came up and Saber showed up, where was Sakura during that whole thing? Is she gonna be there when he comes away bloody? Or is she gonna be, like, at home? Because she's not here all the time. She just comes here to make me breakfast, but then, what, goes home after school? Does she stay for dinner with me? Or does she go home to Shinji? Go home to Shinji. Ugh. Sounds dirty.
ありません。それじゃあ鍵かけますね。
Not at all. Then
今日のお帰りは何時ですか？
I'd turn off the voices, but I'm just about to stop, so I'll just leave them on for this last little bit. Not at all. Then I'll lock the front door now. Will you be home today, senpai?
少し遅くなると思う。さくらは？
I think I'll be a bit late. What about you, Sakura? I think I'll be a bit late. Is this the day where he ends up staying late? Oh, that's right. He's gonna end up staying late to, why does he stay late? He doesn't go to any clubs. So why is he gonna end up staying late? Maybe the reason, okay, so he's gotta stay late so that Lancer can kill him, barely, almost. I guess the best guess as to why he stays late is that, Oh, we've already seen an example of him falling asleep while he works, right? Maybe that'll be it. Maybe Ryudo or someone will have him working on some machine. And he'll be like, fix it if you can, but if you can't, just go home. It's okay. But Shiro, like, isn't going to take that, and so he's going to try his best to fix it. And maybe it's going to take him a while, and maybe he'll finish it or something, or get close, but then he'll fall asleep part way, and he'll wake up, and it'll be nighttime in the school or something. And then he'll come out, and that's when he'll notice them fighting, possibly. That's my best guess for right now for how he stays late. Why he stays late. Not how. I mean, it is how, but anyways. I think I'll be a bit late. What about you, Sakura?
私はいつも通りです。多分私の方が早いと思いますから、夕食の下準備は済ませておきますね。
Okay, so she is here for dinner. I'll be back at the usual time. I'll probably be here earlier, so I'll start getting dinner ready. Wow. You made breakfast and you're gonna make dinner too. You're too precious. So do you go home though? Do you go home to sleep or do you just sleep here? Do you ever... I guess you at least go home on like the weekends or something? Or, I mean... I don't know. At a certain point, why bother? Why not just stay here all the time? Is it because, I mean... I don't know what your situation is with your parents. Probably not great. But, if they're even alive. I mean, after all, we have Rin's parents, dead. Shiro's parents, dead and dead again. And now, Sakura's parents. Are they alive? Are we 3 for 3 with dead parents? You've seen this house in a different series. Oh, if you mean Fate Zero, maybe. You're probably right. But, my memories of that are a bit vague, so... I mean, if I was to bring up, oh yeah, I remember this from Fate Zero, that's one thing, but I mean, if I don't remember it from Fate Zero, just let me not remember it, I think, but... I'm not surprised. This is probably the same house Kiritsugu was living in Fate Zero. I don't distinctly remember it. It's not one of the things that stuck out to me, I guess. But, I don't doubt it. But anyways, what was I saying? Right. Does Sakura ever go home? Does she need to go home? Are her parents dead? Does her brother live alone at her house? Does she want to go home for any reason? I mean, does she want to go home just to please maybe her brother or her parents? If her parents are alive, are they okay with this situation? Unlikely. So I think that's a reason to think that her parents are dead. And it's not so much that I think her parents wouldn't be okay with this situation, but the reason they'd even be okay with such a situation is that they know there's problems at home. And knowing there's problems at home, I don't know, I think there's reason to believe her parents are dead.
助かる。俺もできるだけ早く帰るよ。
Yeah, that'll help. I'll come home early too. We lock the gate. Sakura and Fujini also have keys to my house, and the rule is that the last person out locks up.
行こうか。急がないと朝練に間に合わない。
Let's go. You won't make it till morning practice. My words are mixing. Maybe that's a good sign to stop. I do have to stop about now. Actually, yeah, I probably should just stop now. Let's go. One more scene later. You won't make it to the morning practice till we hurry. One more.
それじゃあ少しだけ急ぎましょうか、先輩。
Yes, let's hurry then, senpai. One more. Next screen. Transition. What is it? What's it gonna be? Ooh. Oh, we saw this the other way. We saw this at night. Yeah. Because Rin was, we saw this screen as Rin was running to Shiro's house. And now we're seeing it the other way as we're walking to the school. Neat. That's a neat reversal. We walked down to the town together, and that is where I will end this little session stream recording thing. Let's make a save. Dead Parents Trilogy? You're welcome for the stream. Save. I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Fate Stay Night Blind. Still don't have an outro phrase. I'm planning to make the morning streams a bit more regular, so I should be doing this again on... Thanks! Thank you very much! I should be doing this again next Monday morning. I don't know if I'll do Fate Stay Night every morning, but I want to do something every morning. It might be Fate Stay every morning. I may throw a Mario Odyssey in there somewhere sometimes, if I want to make Odyssey more of a recurring thing. We'll see. But I should definitely be streaming something next Monday morning. Probably this. Yeah, so I will see you guys around. Blasphemous, I dropped 24 frames. Unacceptable, undrop them.